You guys
Hey
can hear me?
y'all, it's DJ Kitty,
And Miss Morningstar.
and you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice, this is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Today is your Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. I want to say good morning to Cece, who is hosting. You are listening to DJ Kitty, and today we have Cece, who is co-hosting with me as Miss Morningstar. Get this, you guys, is going to go see Cardi B. I'm a little jealous. I sure am.
Me too. I wish I
Yeah.
was there with her.
Yes, she is going to go have a blast with her daughter. You know, those are making memories with your baby. So I'm gonna give her a pass just this one time. Yes, this is one time. I'm just jealous. That's all that is. I wish I were there. And I know it's gonna be a good show. I just hope Cardi doesn't fall. No shade to Cardi, because I do love you, baby. You gotta learn how to stay on your feet. And it might be that, you might need I don't know, maybe a reduction. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Her equilibrium might be a little off. Anyway, I'm not gonna get on Cardi B because I am a fan. I am truly a fan. So Miss Morningstar, I know you're probably tuned in to Cardi B and not listening right now, but you'll see the show later on. So I hope you guys are having a magnificent time. All right, let me say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you so much for joining and listening in and being part of our journey. We appreciate you guys for being here. We truly do. Come on in. Today is going to be a wonderful show. Today, we have Political Tea with DJ and the real DeeJay Papi. And they come with the truth, the facts, nothing but the truth and the facts. And you know they're talking about what? Politics. And there's a lot going on. So I cannot wait to hear what they come to the show with. And especially during these do I want to call them trying times or do I just want to call them times? Uh,
I
I'm a
mean,
call them
say trying if it never gets a break, like it's just one thing after
continuous,
another.
continuous onslaught of crazy. I guess we can't say that. We'll take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Anyway, isn't that what they tell people who have addiction? One day at a time, one step at a time. Well, we're going through some things right now with this administration, but we'll get into all of that. As always, I want to remind everyone listening, take the time to drink 16 ounces of water as soon as you wake up in the morning. Gets the blood flowing and the juices going. It gets everything flowing in the right direction. Anywho, anyhow, remember to take your morning medication, your vitamins, and get you a great breakfast. Breakfast is the most important part of the day, and you really and truly want to get you something good to eat. Good morning, Miss Powerful Black Woman. Love you, sis. Anyway, let's get into that to today's show. Now, in lieu of Miss Morningstar, we are going to lean on Cece for our morning affirmations. And I am looking forward to what you come up with. Yes, and it should not be you are kind, you are smart, ma'am. Don't you hit us with that. We need some real affirmations because we know we are kind and we know we are smart and we know we are beautiful. Go ahead, honey.
Perfect. Okay, to get our day started right, I have just a couple of things. Um, I am stronger today. I am prepared for today.
Oh, yes.
Today, I'm open to learning. I am enough. I think something we all need more of to hear. I am grateful to wake up in my warm and cozy bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I am energetic and full of life. I create my own sunshine.
Hey, you better
Which
say that.
in these days we have to.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And the last one, I move through my day with grace and love.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Cece. I appreciate that. And we see you out there, Jacob. Thank you. I hope you are having a wonderful evening. And keep tuning in. Stay tuned. And you guys, when you go to YouTube, go ahead and give us a follow. And if you would give us a thumbs up, we truly appreciate that. So that was your morning affirmations. Let's go ahead and get into this weather for it's really quick. Holly Springs today, you have a high of 78, a low of 62. Feels like temperature 77 during the day. Excuse me. 64 at night with a 16% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Today's going to be cloudy. There may be a stray shower or a thunderstorm. So just grab your umbrella just in case. Humidity is high all day. Air quality is very good. Memphis, Tennessee. Today you have a high of 78, a low of 64. Feels like temperatures 80 during the day, 67 at night. With the 24% chance of rain, I think the 80 degrees kind of slipped me up. It's going to be kind of warm in Memphis today. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Today it's going to be partly cloudy. Humidity is high all day and all evening, and air quality is good. Come on through H-Town. Hot Houston. High today of 83, a low of 71. Feels like 84 during the day, 73 at night with a 13% chance of rain. Winds out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We have cloudy conditions today. Humidity is high during the day, very high at night, and air quality is fair. And that is your weather for this Thursday. Get out there and enjoy it. We are almost to the weekend. Woo! All right, now let us talk about the news that you can use. I'm gonna cover a couple stories, but then we need to bring up our political folks because the stories that I'm talking about is about politics.
So much happening every minute.
Every minute, you never know. 1 minute and then the next minute, and then it's a revolving, repeating cycle, it seems. But I do have a bit of good news. Democrats flipped GOP seat in Deep Red, Arkansas, after suing Huckabee Sanders to force the vote. Why do we have to force the vote? Why can't we just vote? What's the deal? Why can't we just vote?
See, this is what I find interesting is that they always want to say that we can only win elections when we cheat, as far as Democrats.
It's
Yet
not us cheating.
all the shenanigans going on are always on the other side of the aisle,
Always. Let's call a thing. Who thought about redistricting? Was it the Dems? I think it was the Republicans that came up with that idea. Let's go ahead and redistrict because they wanted to make sure that Jasmine Crockett didn't get in that seat. And unfortunately, she didn't. We are going to have to deal with Tallarico, who was and is supported by the man, the rolling dude. What's his name?
Greg Abbott.
Roland don't hold him. That's exactly who supported Tallarico. So if you're supporting Tallarico, how are you supporting the Dems? I'm sorry. If your support comes from Greg Abbott, Roland don't hold him, how are you a Democrat? Is that a wolf in sheep's clothing? It is going to be a hard time for the Dems in Texas to actually get us to actually vote for Tallarico. Tallarico took the time to disparage Jasmine Crockett. Not only that, I would like to see the demographics of who voted him in. I really would.
It
I'm
would
not.
be interesting to know the breakdown of that.
And I'm quite sure we'll get it within the next few days, probably sometime next week. But I want to see what what the demo.
Well, and that whole mess with Dallas County where they were not letting people vote,
Yes,
then they could vote, but now they don't know if the votes that they stayed open for were gonna count. I don't know. To me, it was just very messy, unorganized, you know, and
very suspicious. But they can't win unless they cheat, and we are seeing that firsthand. But we do have some good news. Democrats have enjoyed huge successes in special elections throughout Trump's first year in office. However, the off-year elections in Virginia and New Jersey proved to be an outright bloodbath for Republicans. I am keeping up hope that they will be smart enough, they meaning the American people, to not put back in office those who got us in the position that we're in now. I will hope.
I don't know. My faith has been tested by the fact that, Frumpy got a second term.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
After everything he's
You
done.
know, there were several times I have had to explain to people that the voting this time was a primary and what that is.
A lot of people don't know.
So are we not having like a civics class anymore? This is what I don't understand. Is this the homeschooling? People are not teaching their kids this.
I,
Like, I just don't.
I don't know. I don't know if it's civics or if it's just people have lived their lives and they're being woefully ignorant. And they're going off of, this was a race war, if you ask me. It was, you chose what was he, Sunday school. He's a pastor, he's a teacher.
He's in
Over
seminary, so it's like he's
yes,
studying to be a pastor, I guess.
yes, over a well qualified. Who does that remind you guys of? Is
Um,
this another Jasmine Kamala Harris? And to hear all of those Dems who actually were trying to disparage Jasmine Crockett. Well, you get what you get and you don't have a fit. I will say this, we know how to make it. We know how to survive. And I'm speaking of African Americans, we know how to deal with this. Now, some people won't, they won't get it. And good luck to them people. That's all I can tell you. If you decided to go and vote for another, in my opinion, white Christian nationalist, then you get what you get and you don't have a fit. Everyone has their own opinions, and I don't knock anyone, but it's hard for me to support another white Christian male. It's hard for me to support that. Not knowing full well that they want to put the Bible in every class. Not everyone believes in the Bible. Some people don't. Some people believe in the Quran. But you put another Christian to fight for what? His beliefs, not someone who's actually going to go according to the law, like Jasmine Crockett. But here we are. Here we are. So people will have to deal with it. It's Texas. You get what you get. Go ahead,
it's
Chris.
just I mean, but what's on the other side? That's what, is it's almost like there's no I'm still also very perplexed at the fact that there has to be a runoff between Ken Paxton and John Cornyn.
Yeah.
Like, Ken Paxton is a felon. Like,
So is Trump.
so is the president. So is the president. Oh, and did you see that he said he was going to endorse one of them, and whoever he did not endorse should drop out immediately?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not the king of the world.
He thinks
Like,
he is, and they propped him up so high that he believes it, and they believe it as well. Instead of them being conscious and having a mind of their own, they believe that. Let's go ahead and bring our DeeJay and DeeJay up. I would like to get their thoughts on what has happened in Texas. I'm gonna bring you guys on to the stage, and Good morning, DJ. Good morning, Real. How are you guys?
Hi.
Can you guys hear us?
I can't hear. Oh,
You can't hear? DJ, can you hear? You can?
Okay, now I
Oh, there's an echo.
Yeah, you gotta
that's me
turn
like always.
your volume
Put the
down on
wrong
on
gadget up. There we go.
there we
Now,
go.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hey, honey.
Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
hear me?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, I cannot hear you guys, so I need
Go out
to
and come on back
go
in.
down and come back out.
Yes,
Okay, we'll
ma'am.
do.
Go completely out. All right, let me drop her from stage. All right. Sometimes we have technical difficulties. Sometimes we don't. Let's sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Hey, Duce, can you hear us?
yes, ma'am. I can hear you. How are
Well,
you, ladies, today?
doing well, doing
Doing
well.
great.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Good morning.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Ooh.
looking at your face right now. Go ahead and let it out.
I have my thoughts. Not to sound divisive, but this is this is a conversation I was avoiding today. Um, for me, I'm just, and it's not. I don't even want even people to think because it was a black candidate. I think if our mantra that we've been preaching since he's been in office is to get low with them, we didn't pick the right guy. If you want to play safe, they said he's a soft-spoken Christian male. I don't think that's the guy for the fight that we want to see moving forward. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying he's a bad candidate. I don't really know anything about him, but I do know all about the person I think should have won
Hmm.
to get us to where we're trying to get to. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
I will have to agree with you. The mere fact that he was supported by Roland Don't Hold 'em, aka Greg Abbott, should tell everybody everything they need to know.
Yeah.
Why would you? I mean, I can't see him pushing back when they come to us and tell us we're putting Bibles in the school. I don't see
Right.
him fighting for Texans not to have to deal with that. I don't see it.
So now for them to throw money behind his campaign and for, say, the second largest black voter
Yeah.
demographic in the state of Texas to have these laws changed. And obviously, they didn't tell everybody because there was mass confusion. I think this was calculated, and yeah, we're seeing what we're seeing now.
Yeah, it was a setup. It was a setup. And unfortunately, Jasmine Crockett is going to not be there to hold them accountable as she has for the past several years, held their feet to the fire and made them actually, you know, come in and quote unquote tell the truth with these
She'll be
investigations.
she'll be back with a vengeance,
Oh,
whether it's in Congress or in an administration position.
she
She
will.
will definitely be back.
Yeah, she's too educated not to, and her voice is too strong not to. But it's just very disheartening that we are here, and people didn't see the wolves. It's like they want to stay blinded. What's your thoughts on that, DJ?
Okay. So I'm gonna be the devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
I could tell, but I'm gonna be honest. My personal opinion. First of all, Jasmine is that's my girl. That's my chick. All right. I donated to her campaign three
Hmm.
times. All
Hmm.
right. In this particular run, in this particular race. Um, I just recently started following him and started seeing some of the things that he's about. Um, doesn't appear to be a bad guy. He was not my choice, but he it didn't appear for me to be a bad guy. But my thing, and Real and I kind of been going back, like he said, he hate to talk about this because we've been going back and forth with this today. My thing is, this man ran, he was a candidate. So he was going to receive votes. He was, no
Yeah,
matter what.
absolutely.
We knew that it would be close. We knew that because he was a Democratic candidate who has a great following. We know she's a Democrat candidate that has an amazing following. We knew that it was going to be close. My problem with the race is that we were not given a fair race.
Yeah,
So I can't acknowledge him as the true winner, all right, in my personal opinion, because the race wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. But I think instead of, and this is what Real, he's like, we told these people XYZ. So everybody that voted may not have liked the way that she operated. Everybody that voted may not like the way that he operated. But
mm,
what I don't like is the way that the system took that away from us. We did not get to witness a fair race. We did not.
no,
All right. There were locations that Democrats alone were turned away from. Just because they were Democrats, this is a Republican only location. You can't vote here. There were locations because people were calling me like, what do we do? What do we do? Locations that they had voted at for years. They did not receive any type of information saying that that location had changed. The new locations were 30 to 45 minutes away. There was a couple of people I had to convince, like, you still got to go. And they're like,
mm,
I really don't have time. It's 4:30. I got to get the kids. And I get all of that. But those were the distractions that they wanted in place. They wanted the distraction of the division amongst us. All right.
absolutely.
They wanted that. Let me tell you about Jazz. Jazz ain't finished. I don't know her personally, but I see exactly who she is. And we all see she's not going far. She's only going to go far enough until she pops right back in. And I don't see her silencing her voice. I think that her voice will still be just as loud. And that's my personal opinion. I think that the chair for Jazz is going to be bigger than this chair that we wanted her in. And I strongly believe that.
I
Yeah,
hope
there's a
so.
big future for her, I think.
Yeah, there is. There's no way they're getting rid of her. Some people you could tell. You can hear a 5-year-old sing and they sound like an angel, and you know this is what they were born to do.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Jazz and how she directs herself towards the people, her policies, the things that she wants for government. This is what she is meant to do.
I
She's
agree.
not going anywhere. And not only that, guys, you got to remember she won a settlement. She won a law case. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah,
She won a law case that she wasn't able to cash in on because she was in government. Sooner or later, she was going to have to pull out to get our money because we were talking about millions. And if nobody don't understand that, they might want to get on board.
yeah.
And she knew that she would have to remove herself at one point in time. But she even said then when she told us about the lawsuit, she was like, don't worry, I'll be back. And she will.
Absolutely.
And
I,
she
I
will.
truly believe she will be back. It's
Mhm.
definitely not the end of the road for her. I just
Mm-mm.
wanted, I didn't want, I know how critical it is now for us to get Republicans unseated, especially here in Texas. And maybe it's really close to me because I'm actually here.
Mm-hmm.
It is critical that we get Greg Abbott removed. Gina
He's
Hinojosa
going.
is who I am voting for.
Listen.
And her name is Gina Hinojosa. And I'm excited. She would be the first Hispanic woman to actually make it to governorship. However, I want Ken Pax, all of them removed. They have served no purpose here in Texas. They've padded their pockets, just like the man with them black hands and that diaper rash or that whatever kind of rashes on his neck and the fat ankles. Let's take a quick commercial break. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, Customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingAndTrainingServices.com.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing. It's a movement. Our comfortable confidence-boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity, because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hand.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DeeJay Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We're back today with Political Tea with DeeJay and the real DeeJay Papi. And we have a special co-host. She goes by the name of Cece. And she is filling in for Miss Morningstar while she's at the Cardi B concert. I'm just a little jealous. Anyway, back to politics. Okay.
So
Go ahead, Real.
before we move on with this whole Jasmine and Tallarico situation, I guess for me at this point, if Tallarico was willing to accept money from Hot Wheels to boost him into this nomination, this is underhanded, undermined. What does he think is going to happen with his campaign during this run and on election day in November? Does he? I know he's not. He can't possibly be expecting for this thing to be fair. So no matter what, guys, do what you got to do to make this as fair as it can possibly be.
What I'd like to see is for us to get those who are complicit to the man with the black hands, swollen ankles, and diaper rash out of office. Get them away from government altogether. And as hard as it may be to actually have to deal with it, I know I looked on Twitter today, and then I looked at some comments, and I looked at people. people are truly upset that people chose to go with Tallarico. And I hope that it doesn't disparage people, and especially Black people, to get out there and vote, because at the end of the day, we need to get the Republicans out. They are not serving a purpose for the people. They are serving a purpose for their pockets and their pockets only. So the message that the Dems will have to push out, they're going to have to court the Black vote. According to what I saw, there's a lot of people that are upset. And it could be that Tallarico put out some really ugly attack ads on Jasmine Crockett that weren't true. And it's that playing dirty politics. We don't want to see that amongst ourselves.
You mean the soft spoken Christian man did that?
Yes. Living in Texas, you get to see those ads. And you should, I mean, if you're gonna go up against someone and you're in the same party, don't do just like the Republicans do. Don't be dirty. She didn't put out attack ads on him, but he definitely put out attack ads on her. I saw them for
Yeah,
myself and said, and looked at my husband, and my husband got pissed, and I said, it's what they do. And it's frustrating because it's coming from your own party.
right.
And
So
that's
yeah,
what the Republicans do.
yeah,
So acting like a Republican to me.
yeah.
Well,
You definitely go ahead, DJ.
no, I was going to say, but I can recall in the past, during primaries, candidates did that type of stuff.
They
Not to
shouldn't
say
though.
it was right, huh?
They shouldn't though.
No, they shouldn't. Not to say it wasn't right, but it was the way that they, got the attention of those they wanted to vote for them. When it comes to Tallarico, there's going to be a lot of factors for me. First of all, I'm not in Texas, so I don't have to worry about that. But the people that are in Texas may have to consider which did they want. Look at it this way. They said with Joe or Kamala and Trump, that some of the MAGAs, we voted for the best of the two evils. So in his case, the vote is going to have to be for the best of the two evils. Now, once he do get in there, because we need him in there. If he's going to be the one representing the Democrat Party, we need him in there. But once he's in there, we need to hold him accountable.
How?
Now, I think
How?
that, in the same way we're going to hold this group accountable before this is all over. All right. If he wants that type of reaction, he's going to get the same type of reaction because they will be held accountable before this is all over.
What is his
But
voting record like for the Texas? Because he's a state senator for Texas. So how has he voted here in Texas?
I'll let you know. Let me look it up. Go ahead, DJ.
Okay, I really don't know. So, and then you have to realize the right wants us divided. They
Absolutely.
need us divided. They've got Nick Furin says, look, I always say his last name wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. They've got the Fox News guy. They've got Candace Owens. They've got a couple of other, heavy hitters on that side who has divided them. Nick told his millions of followers, he told them not to vote at all or for them to vote Democrat. That's what he told them. The division is amongst them. So for them to feel as though they're getting an equal playing field, they're going to try to sow division amongst us. We're going to have to stay focused. We're going to have to remember that our main goal is to remove this administration that is in there right now. That's our goal. And then we're going to move forward from there because we could never go back to where we were prior to. Never. Because if we do, it'll bring us right back here again. So
Right.
there's got to be changes made. And he either needs to be part of the change or the poop will get off the pot. And I said it the nice way. He
Yes,
needs to
ma'am.
be a part of the change, or he too will find himself removed. It's
Okay.
simple, it's simple at that. But I do believe that, what Hot Wheels did and some of the other bull that went down, I do believe it was to sow division amongst us. They want us to blame each other like they're doing on their side. They need us to do that. And I'm not willing to give them that. I'm just not. No, I don't like the fact that they did Jazz like they did. I believe she was 100% the winner. All right. I don't like the fact that they're not counting any votes after 7 o'clock. I don't like the fact that they never told the people that their voting poll had been moved to a different address. I don't like the fact that they said if you're not a Democrat, Republican, you can't vote here. I don't like that. None of that. But I
It's
think we
dirty.
should ride the behind of the people that did that. We'll get with the others later. He ran. We knew that there were going to people that loved him to death, and we knew it was going to be a close race. And I think it was a close race
It
from
was.
what we could see, but we couldn't see it all because they refused to allow some of the ballots to be counted. So I just want us to remember the unity is their kryptonite. We must remain united. And it's okay for us to call out crap we see it's not right. We can say
I
it.
agree. I agree.
We
A
can say it.
thousand percent with that.
So
Let me get his voting record really quick, okay? James, and then we can move on because I don't want to make this about
well,
Texas. I want to
I
get.
do want to say one last thing, but go ahead.
Okay, James Tallarico's voting record includes a variety of votes on education, gun control, and social service bills. For example, he has voted on bills that extend suicide prevention programs to elementary schools. F1 in the comments, please, and limit free speech in classrooms. However, his voting history also reveals a pattern of absenteeism, with over 800 votes missed. Tallarico has been involved in significant legislative actions, but his financial disclosures indicates a disconnect between his public rhetoric and his actual support for certain causes. You take with that what you will. If you'd like to dig in a little deeper, it's tlock.org. We shall see. Go ahead, Duce.
So now, when it comes to these smear campaigns, I would say I'm inclined to agree with what you said. In primaries, whether they've done it before or not, look, I don't know, but it should not be happening in primaries because what that does is it kind of hurts the party because now if he wasn't doing smear campaigns, the people who were behind Jasmine, it would make it a lot easier for him to absorb those people and her
Exactly.
support. So now that you put her out there in a bad light, you may not get a lot of people who are supporting her to come out and vote for you.
You're right. You're right. A lot of people just go to Twitter and look at it, or X or whatever, Twitter, whatever Elonia has. Go check it out for yourselves. They are going in because why would you do that? You know, we all have a right to vote for who we want. Get out there and say what you want to do for the people. Don't get out there and disparage somebody who has been fighting for the people because you're right. If you do win, all those people who were supporting her are looking at you like, no, you on your own. Now, some will say, you know what, I'm going to vote because I know how important this vote is. But there's a lot to saying, especially the young people who are saying, I'm not voting at all. There you have it. Now you've not only put up one barrier fighting the Republicans, now you put up another barrier having to deal with Jasmine Crockett supporters who aren't happy with how you handled yourself. You didn't have to do that. And if I were his campaign manager, I would have said, no, she didn't do it. So why are you doing it? It's giving Republican energy to me. I'm going to call it like it is. It's giving straight white male to me. And I don't have anything against white people as long as they got some sense. Let's just call a thing a thing. Hey, call me what you want, spell my
I
name right.
also
Hey.
think he did not expect to be challenged by her the way that he was. He didn't
Well, he
expect her to
said
enter
he
the
was
race.
expecting a mediocre black man to run against, is
Ugh.
what he said. That's what he said. James, come to the front of the room. You
But
expect
did
him
he
to be
ever?
running against a mediocre black man.
Right? Did he ever come back and explain himself
No,
on that?
nope, nope. He ignored it
Mm.
and instead went on the attack of Jasmine Crockett.
What did that attack look like? Because I didn't get to see any of that. Like you said, they were probably showing it to you guys and not us.
They wouldn't show it. You know, it's they're not gonna do it nationwide because it's not a nationwide vote. But let me pull them up,
Okay.
and we can keep talking. Let's keep
All
going.
right. Why
And
you pulling that up?
like I said, I don't want to just focus on Texas, but go ahead.
No.
Right.
So, and that was one of the things Real and I was going back and forth about was this racially motivated? Um, and some of those votes, yeah, it was racially motivated. Some of the votes for her was racially motivated. Some of the votes for him were racially motivated. We can't act as though that doesn't exist on both sides. Um, I do, like I said, I just do believe that it was the effort from the right that took her out of this race, not necessarily the people itself. I think we are trying to absorb, what they did, the cheating that they did, and say, okay, they did it, but that doesn't matter because the people should have known. We can't even I can't determine how much of the people knew or how much didn't because they didn't allow them to have a fair race. That's
Right.
just my personal
But
opinion.
but right now, in based on what you said, DJ, yeah, I mean there could have been, you know, pro-black people that just voted for her because she was
There
black.
were,
There could have been pro-white people that voted for him
there
because
were.
he was white. But what we're doing right now is practicing the definition of insanity. We're doing the same
Same.
thing over and over again and expecting a different result. We got to figure something out.
Yeah, we do have to figure something out. I don't see voting for him equivalent to voting for a Republican, but I do understand that, and I never went to research whether or not he received APAC money. That was the big thing at one time. But then, no, we did research that and found that
$56,000.
he received APAC money at a different time. It wasn't this time.
He
Did you?
received a check from a lady who who supports Frumpy. That was $56,000. He received that.
Probably Miriam Adelson.
I
Might have
believe.
been.
I believe so.
I
Don't
might
quote
have
me.
been.
Don't
The
quote me.
lady that owns the Mavericks?
That oh, does she own the Mavericks?
Yeah, I
She owns
believe
some
so.
sports team.
I
She
know
owns
she
some
owns a
sports team.
chain of grocery stores. I know
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, uh, I don't know what to say. We're just going to move forward. Um,
Don't
I'm
have.
going to support her no matter what she does, and I can't wait. And I'm expecting her to be seen on a larger platform. I need Jasmine to be that AG. I need her. We
Well,
need her.
if all else fails, I just hope that he does not get into office and become a John Fetterman.
Oh,
That's not who he is, though.
You don't know that, DJ.
I do because we've watched him the last 4 or 5 years. He's not been a silent candidate. He's been a candidate that has spoken up on many occasions. He's been a candidate who's been on that soft tone attack on many occasions. He's not been quiet. So I do know that much about him. But I don't know how mm, I don't know how much, how close to that Republican line he really is, because he is adamant about his religion. I've not seen him say that his religion should be everybody else's. I haven't seen that, and I have seen him condemn the white Christian nationalists. I haven't seen
I've
them.
seen him do that. Yes, I have.
Yeah, I haven't seen him support it. And I don't have a problem because we're going to need somebody on our team that's going to wake up some of those white Christian nationalists who is a Christian too, who's going to be the one to say, yo, guys, they're not teaching you the right way. But I've not seen him say, but we need to add this in all the schools. I haven't seen him say that. Now, I just haven't. But does he stand on his Christian beliefs? Yes. And they're his to stand on. So I don't know.
It's we shall see if he makes it. He should hopefully beat whomever is in the Republican Party. Bottom line, they've
He
got to
will.
get out of there.
He
They
will.
got to get up out.
I don't know if he will make it. This is still Texas. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He will beat the Republican candidate,
We
and
shall.
for several reasons. One, he's going to look like what they want him to look like, unfortunately. And two, Texas has been through hell and back. A lot of these MAGA voters are pissed right now. They do not want to support the Republican candidate at all. So when somebody says, "Oh, he'll have a better chance," they mean he'll have a better chance of fooling MAGA. MAGA doesn't want her at all. They don't want anybody with a little melanin in their skin because they feel like we're loud instead of right. All right. And so they're not going to feed for that. They may feed for him. So let's give it a try. I had to get over this. I had to come to this conclusion. But I came to this conclusion before the race even began. I need her in that AGC.
I agree. The problem with all of it is we are doing politics every day.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, we got to think about those who aren't doing politics every day, those who wanted to see Jasmine Crockett in office, and will they get out there and vote?
We've got to make
That is the
sure.
problem.
Right. No, we've got to make sure that they do. They can't conk out now. Now more than ever. Now we saw what they did into Texas. They're going to see, first of all, and Jazz is handling it because she's taking it to a court either way it goes. But they need to know that we're not going to be silent with that. And if that means that, people from all over the world need to show up with Texas, show up. Let's get it, turn your hat to the back. Let's do it. Because they need to know they're not this sample state that they just used. They need to know that crap is not going to work. And they need to see that even though we don't agree, we will not divide. And that's what they need to see.
Well, at the end of the day, everybody deserves to be able to vote. And the mere fact that they played dirty so that people could not vote, that's the issue. That's the biggest issue. I could see if everything was out on the table, everyone was allowed to vote, and this is just the outcome, and the people have spoken. But you didn't allow a group of people to speak.
Because they knew she would win. They knew she would win all the way across the board. I don't care, not only in Dallas, but all over Texas. They knew she would win. So they had to do what they had to do. But she's not going anywhere, and neither are we. We're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere.
No.
Absolutely not. We are going to go to a quick commercial break. That's the only place we're going to go. But we'll be right back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The Community Connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugs.com. Also, check out MorningstarBoutiqueByTam.com, where your light owns your style.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to, and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. Okay, so I think we've talked enough about Texas. Who else? I know, Real, I know you've got some information. Let's get into Iran and the man with the black hands, diaper rash on his neck, swollen ankles, diaper back, all of that. Let's get into what's gone on today. What'd you say, Real?
I can't even tell you what all is going on today, but what I can tell you is from what I am seeing on various videos, I think the Israelis bit off a little more than they can chew. And right now, Iran is putting belt to you know what.
Belt. Do you hear me?
Listen, they begging them to stop. Like, this is what you wanted.
Don't tell me to stop now. You came, you knocked on my door. You said you wanted to fight.
Right.
And you told me to come outside. And I came outside. And you wasn't ready.
Listen, I think a lot of what's going on also in that whole area, they're trying to blame Iran for, and it's not actually Iran. I think, it very well could be Israelis attacking everyone in that region, and they're blaming it on Iran.
And that's what Benny and Donnie wanted. That was a part of the plan. And we recognized it initially because they were like attacking everybody. We were like, dang, they're going to take on all these countries. And then I found a video where the consular for Iran actually contacted and left a video for us to see Saudi Arabia and said, yo, we didn't hit your gas line. We didn't do that.
We didn't do that.
And then there were more videos of people that were there, and they were saying, look, guys, if these rockets, and Dubai was one of them, and it was a third, but they were saying if these weapons were coming from Iran, they would be coming from the right over. But these were coming from the left over. These were strikes coming in from Israel to initiate the war for other countries to start on Iran. But they caught on, so I don't know how far they're going to get with that whole thing because they caught on early in the game. He sent message. You remember a lot of these messages that I am seeing that are on Instagram are messages from the other country itself, not necessarily ours. And so we're seeing, and they're showing us exactly what's going on. And they're telling us, look, we're being hit by Israel and not Iran. But if you look at our news, it says Iran is attacking all these countries.
Well, who owns our news? The man with the swollen ankle.
Right. So the same type of trickery that I was talking about that they were using for that division with Jazz is the same type of trickery they're using now. They're telling other countries that it's Iran that's hitting them. Now, here's the kicker. Old Benny done left. All right. He not sticking around for the smoke. He threw the rock, hit his hand, and jumped on a
Mhm.
plane.
To
All
Germany
right.
of all places.
Of
Right.
all
Exactly.
places.
Exactly. So he's
Imagine that.
leaving those people there to withstand whatever, this man is giving them. He has no concern for his people. Same with Donald Trump. Donald Trump has sacrificed our boys and girls, our sons and daughters, for his own sake of peace of mind. They never said that they were going to attack America. In fact, the message that they left was they were not going to attack the American people. They were coming from him, his administration, and anybody that gets in between.
And
That's what they were
I
doing.
gave them the address. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. How do
Well,
they
I'm
not
glad. I'm
understand?
glad they waited till we got out the area.
I know,
Okay,
because when
me
that happened,
too.
we were like, oh, we got to get out of here. Because we were in DC right there in the heart of.
In the
So
heart of it.
we
And
had
they
to
over
get.
there acting
Listen,
up. And
he-
can we talk about Saudi Arabia? Because Saudi Arabia has the oil, right?
Mhm. I
And
think most of those countries do, though, don't they, Real?
I believe
yeah,
so.
Isn't
Iran is
Jared
the biggest
Kushner
producer in the world.
buddy with the prince from Saudi Arabia?
Who was?
Jared Kushner.
Hmm.
Anyway, I can't. That's another
Hmm.
one I can't stand.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get
Well,
on him. I'm gonna come up with a good name for him.
Hmm.
Anyway, yeah, let's stay on track. Stay on track, Kitty. Because um, anyway, if Saudi Arabia and Iran, they have all this oil, and we're in the midst of dumb Donald, swollen ankles, fat hand, black hands, Donald, sitting up here, start and listening to BB and starting some mess with somebody else, and then BB that took off. Now, gas is up.
Oh, we hadn't seen nothing yet.
We haven't seen this is the
right.
tip of an iceberg.
Hmm.
But
Gas is up.
sadly, I think he was willing to take our sons and daughters into this conflict, this situation, for his own personal gain. And many people are saying that he was trying to get oil, the blend of oil from Iran, to blend with this sludge that he stole from Venezuela to make it able to even pump through a pipeline to be refined. So now I was telling DJ earlier today, not only did he start a conflict with Iran, now he is talking about going into Nigeria because they are harassing Christians over there. But guess
Ain't
what?
nobody harassing the dog.
Guess what Nigeria has?
Oil.
The same type of oil he needed from Iran, but he knows now it would be too hard for him to get to that oil because they were not expecting Iran to handle business like they're handling business. So now I guess the play is to try to get this oil from Nigeria. Oh, and by the way, he sent some of our troops to Ecuador to
Mm,
help them.
Yes,
Right.
I was about to mention that overnight. That was a story.
yeah, overnight.
Hmm.
While we're sleeping. My thing is, at the end of the day, this man has dementia. His hands is black. His ankles are swollen. He has a diaper on. He has diaper rash on his neck. I don't know what else is going on with the rest of him. He is not the one that's making these plans. So it's somebody in the background that is saying, "Get out there and say this. Just say this." But they're pulling all the strings. I need Iran to go ahead and anyway,
Handle
uh
their business.
handle it.
Yeah. Well, he's got a draftable age son who he claims is too tall to join the military. That is a lie.
Oh, does he also have bone spurs?
They tried that,
Well,
Probably
but
well,
the public
he'll
was
have them
crazy.
soon.
soon
Send
enough.
all the sons. Send all the sons.
All of them.
But they're too old. You can only be 39, and I checked, and I think one is 40 and the other is 42 or something
They
of that
look like they in their
nature. But
60s.
he
Darren
also
ain't.
but also has a 18-year-old granddaughter. She
Yeah.
qualifies.
Send them.
She
Yeah.
qualifies. I want to also say this because we've had people come into our lives and say to us, listen, Iran is out there. They're happy that this man has been unalived. They're in the streets celebrating. I don't know what videos they saw because I haven't seen the ones where they've been celebrating.
Me.
I saw the 13 million that showed up for the funeral. I saw the millions of people that came into the streets that were all dressed in black and crying and mourning. I saw that. I also saw videos of the younger generation there citing death to America. I saw that, but I've not seen these videos that the United States claim are out there of these people celebrating. All right.
Well,
And again, I'm actually I'm following a Palestinian man. So I'm getting those Middle Eastern videos sent in my feed.
mm,
So I'm seeing exactly what it is.
There
right.
is nothing that this administration can tell me that I'd ever believe.
Nothing.
Don't,
Nothing. I
don't
don't
y'all just
believe.
want to go give Donnie a big kiss on that red, whatever that is on his neck?
You made
Maybe
me
get him
throw
some Desitin,
Real,
okay?
real. Do I need to drop you?
you made me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Okay. Please don't get jumped. Please, sir. We
Uh,
love you, brother, but look, there's only so much we gonna put up with.
Right. You tried us.
Yes.
geez. But yeah, as far as those people over there, I'm, you can't trust anything that the media tells you unless you
Not
can
this media.
verify it yourself. I did see on Al Jazeera that the guys running the government over in Iran right now, they said they will continue putting belt to you know what. So obviously, he had some people that did love him and did care about him
He did.
and wanted to continue being the Iran that they were. So,
Well, the struggle was real, but who will allow another country to come in other than us? We can use them right about now to come in and remove, a leader. That's not how you do it. That
right,
is exactly not how you do it. And then to find out that that country that was telling you they were going to be on your team and this and that and the other have teamed up with the is not real country. All right.
right,
And now you feeling, oh, you've been betrayed. Well, nobody trusts Donnie. No one
Nobody.
trusts Benny. Look what this man has done. This man has started a war, gave no notification for the Americans that were in this country,
They're
in those
stuck.
countries. And then when they go to the American embassy to say, hey, we need help getting out, they're being told, well, you're going to have to do that on your own.
Yeah.
There's a young lady now, 30-year-old young lady who went over into I can't recall which country to celebrate her birthday, and she's stuck.
Dubai. She's in Dubai.
Dubai. She's in Dubai. She's made three different attempts to get out. She's purchased an airline ticket on three different attempts, and on three different attempts, they came back and canceled the tickets.
right.
So they're not
So
Well,
letting Americans leave?
It's not safe. There's a shelter in place
Oh wow.
order.
yeah.
Well, that
So,
makes
yeah, but
right.
one of the sheltering places that they had in Israel was hit by a boom boom and it collapsed.
Oh yeah, they said those the Iranians have bunker busters. So all of these boom boom shelters that the Israelis thought they were going to run to, they're tearing them up. But yeah,
okay, P.
if you say Iran poses an existential threat and they are about to attack, why would you not have told the
Your people.
American people in those countries
Get
then,
out.
get out, go
Why would
home?
you not?
So this is, listen, we got a dog and pony show running the country. They act first and then they think it out after they've acted.
And
Like
I've
the
also
same
seen,
thing, yeah, real quick, the same thing happened when they took out El Menchon in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like you should have been quietly telling the American people, get out of Mexico.
Yeah.
Or don't travel there.
Yeah, Tom
Right,
Hanks' son is stuck and can't get out right now. And the
right.
thing about it is, thank you guys for the gifts. The thing about it is, where is the Venezuela president and his wife? Are they all right? Can we get a
That's
welfare?
what I asked Keith yesterday. I said, you know what? They commit these crimes and then they cover everything up.
Yes,
So
and they
are they
hide
even
people.
still alive?
Are they even still alive? Are they amongst the living? Where are these people? Then it never ceases to amaze me how they come up with something new. Now, Real and DJ, I know you guys have heard about the peace. What is it called? The peace where the board of peace.
A
Yeah,
council or
Yeah,
something.
that thing Trump put together.
right.
So
Mm.
basically, they put another board together and to rival what the UAE. Is that correct? And
I don't know their purpose.
well, in doing so, these people had to pay $1 billion to be a part of it, and it's being funded by taxpayer dollars.
All
Who?
of his
Billion
dirt
dollars.
is,
Whose? Listen,
Ours.
let
all
me
of his
tell y'all
dirt.
something. There, excuse me, I'm sorry, Real, give me 30 seconds. There is a nationwide
Thank you.
call for everyone as of April the 15th to go exempt for at least 6 months. We're going to stop giving them our tax dollars to give to other countries when we've got people who they no longer are supporting the what do they call prosthetic legs and arms and
Amputated. Yeah.
wheelchairs and all that stuff. Oh, they're not even supporting that anymore. There was a video of the lady who is eating off of $72 a month.
Yes,
All
I
right.
saw that.
Right.
And
They're
please
not
leave a
they're,
cash app because I'd actually give to that lady. That was
right.
so sad to hear.
That was real sad. But that's what they're willing to do to us and then take our tax dollars and do all that other stuff. People, remember, you have 6 months that you don't have to give them shit. Stop nothing. I cleaned it up.
You
Um,
did.
you don't have to give them nothing. Stand together. If you don't want to go out, because we went into DC just to get the atmosphere, just to feel the unity, just to feel as though we're, we have amongst others that we know are definitely fighting. That's fine. You don't have to. We'll do it. Don't you worry about it. We'll bring it to you. But what I do need you to do is I need you to come together on something, and that's defunding the millionaires and billionaires. Defund the millionaires and billionaires. Stop with the excessive spending. My light bill 3 months ago was $466. This month it went down a little bit, 350 something. Look, I don't have that kind of money to be giving it to them. They gotta had it. But you know what I'm saying? I could be using it on something else. But if that's my light bill, I mean my gas bill, that's everybody's.
Yeah.
Utilities are going up. Stop funding these people. Stop it. And that's your part.
Going exempt is a good idea for at least 6 months. And
Hmm.
that way they can't get all of our money. But the
Hmm.
mere fact that he's suing for $10 billion, B, and then he's funding the peace board, if you don't give me a break, $10 billion of taxpayer money. So we work every day. Who is the welfare queen now, Frumpy?
They were always
Right.
the welfare queen.
All of them.
They
Every
were
last one
always.
of them. It's very frustrating. Very.
It
Right.
is.
I
Go
mean,
ahead, Real.
they scratched his back. I mean, he scratched their back to get in the office now. Hey, it's time to pay the piper.
Yeah, and some
So,
of the corporations I'm hearing aren't happy about these quote unquote tax breaks. They're saying that it's not as effective as he claimed it would be. Well, you
Correct.
get what you get. You voted for it, so I ain't finna go back and forth with you. Oh well.
so now I guess let's shift gears. All of these, we got a whole lot of depositions going on up in DC and subpoenas. We saw the Clintons came and spoke the other day, and right now they putting Christy Nolan, and she's in the hot seat. She was in there yesterday and today, I think. But what did those people? What did those people? And they're trying to get
Yeah.
Pam Blondie back in there. But
Mm.
what did those folks think they were gonna get out of the Clintons? Like they wasted those people's time.
Why the Clintons called Trump up there? He's in the Epstein files way more than them.
Well, Hillary Clinton isn't in the files at all.
Right.
Right.
And
But
then
that was the perception they wanted to give MAGA. They wanted to give MAGA the perception that Hillary and Bill were in there and they were just doing all kinds of things to these children. But they came in there with absolutely no proof. They wanted to be able to do it and come out and tell lies about it. But that didn't really work.
and then
That
Lauren
didn't work at
Boebert
all.
taking Hillary's picture and posting it when it's supposed to be a closed door session. What is
Mhm.
wrong with you? That is conduct
Hillary
unbecoming a
should have kicked her
congressperson.
in her ding ding, is what should have happened after that.
I'm glad you
Okay,
cleaned that
that's
up.
what should have happened right
Thank you
after
for
that.
cleaning that up, sis. I'm
Oh,
glad you cleaned that up.
you can't ding. Okay, I didn't know
Yes,
ding.
no, you can, but I'm glad that's what you said. But yeah, it would have been a true girl fight because, baby, why are you taking my picture? You need to
Exactly.
worry about staying out of dark spaces with people that aren't your husband. That's what you need to
Look,
Mhm.
worry about.
this is what
Hello.
happens when you elect somebody who got their GED 5 minutes before they were sworn in. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
And then,
had to
and
take it 4
then
times. Anyway, go ahead.
yeah. So I mean, hey, I guess they're trying to make everybody testify, but the two people that we need to testify, Don
Any
the Con and his wife, Melania Hump.
Melangerie will never testify. Okay.
listen, Santa's
Oh,
helper ho 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 needs to be more. Did I gotta okay? I gotta work with stuff. Yeah, work with me. Santa's helper is and she needs to testify immediately.
Santa
Immediately.
Santa's humper, ho ho ho. Is that what you said? I'm gonna use that one.
so can wait a minute. While this is on my mind, can one of y'all tell me why in the world that woman was presiding over
Over
a UN Security Council meeting?
why? And first of all, can anybody understand anything what language is she
In
speaking? And I
Slovakia.
ain't
She's speaking ignorance. That's all I could think.
how did
What
she get over the UN? Why would they even do that?
Where was he at the time? Was he in
His
treatment?
diaper change.
Hiding, hiding.
Something went down that she was chosen.
He was busy posting that picture where in the background you can see where all the military ships and planes are.
Well, he's so stupid. God, I just cannot.
Like you can't even make up this level of
Let
incompetence, okay? Like it's
me take
almost
a
like, are you
selfie
on
and
punked?
let me
Like
just show y'all
Listen,
all of the information that y'all need to see. This is
Right.
right,
come
exactly. Y'all know we're not going to win this war, right? They are already saying now they need more money for ammunition. They need to make more ammunition. Wait a minute. We've only been in there 3-4 days.
How
What
are
was
you
the
out
plan?
of ammunition after you
Listen,
haven't even been there 7 days? What is
What
they
was
going
the
on?
plan?
they
What
sent
is
the Ford into this conflict with 10 days worth of ammunition on board. Anytime a carrier goes into that area, they should have no less than 30 days worth of ammunition where you can bomb or boom boom continuously nonstop night and day for 30 full days. They had 10 days of ammunition.
I guess they're gonna get some bow and arrows and piecemeal it together. I don't know. I don't know. What y'all, this America is not a real place right now. We are all being punked because there is no way that we are actually going to war with 3 days of ammunition, some bow and arrows, and I guess they're gonna pinch each other. I don't
Listen,
know.
but they're incompetent. Like, we start this thing off, we kick it off, and Kuwait shoots down three of our freaking jets.
Not even
Exactly. They
funny.
started to beat one of them pilots with I don't know if it was a piece of wood or a piece of pipe. I don't know. They were getting ready to beat that pilot.
Oh, was that the friendly fire? Is
Yeah.
that the
Yes, that was the friendly fire. They didn't even tell
Like
those
you
people
didn't
we were
tell him you were
coming.
coming?
Yes, that's the part. Didn't
Didn't
tell
even
them.
say anything. Y'all just gonna come over here and we supposed to
Hmm.
know? This is the
Hmm.
level of stupid that we're at right now.
Hey,
And
Ron White said it best. You can't fix stupid.
you cannot. And folks elected it.
Yeah.
Folks went out and elected
twice?
the dumbest person on the planet Earth. And Stephen Miller,
Well, I can't stand that
JD
weasel.
Van, look, let me call y'all by y'all real names. Pee Wee German, Couch Humper, all of y'all, Pam Blondie, Chicken Leg Gnome, every last one of y'all, y'all will pay for this. You
Oh
guys will.
yes.
You will pay dearly. That's
Hmm.
not a threat. That's not a threat because, I don't believe in violence. I do not. But I
Hmm.
do believe in being held accountable. And I cannot wait to report right here about how you're going on trial today. I hope
Right.
they throw the book at you.
Yeah.
They should
But
Google Nuremberg trials. Just saying.
They
yeah.
can't read, girl. They couldn't even comprehend. They're smart.
Right. If it's not a picture, they're not
Get
gonna
the
get
book.
it.
So what do y'all think about Tulsi Gabbard? Because it looks like she might have rolled over on him. I think that woman is definitely an agent for Russia.
I do too. Definitely.
Cruella?
Oh.
I don't know.
So she came in and said how against this whole Iran war she was, this, that, and the other. I'm like, what? Somebody in Trump's cabinet speaking against him? And
But
she was
that's
adamant too. Like,
but that's right. That's what we need. We need division amongst them.
We
But
do.
they know that that's happening. So they're gonna throw all kinds of stuff over here to try to divide us too.
This is
right.
true.
We ain't gotta like each other, but we gotta respect one another. And let's go out there and stay united. We're gonna get through this thing. Those who played in our face like old James, we're gonna see what he's about. And if he's about nothing, he gonna get the smoke that they gotta get. And that's simple. It's just no question about it. I see Jazz moving into a higher position. I'm just,
Yeah.
hoping that I'm right with that one. I'm hoping. But yeah, they're dividing amongst themselves royally. And we want that. We need that to happen. Because with that division, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene started telling things, they
Yeah.
will too.
She
They
went
will too.
off. She went
Hmm.
off and she was on who show Megan Kelly, the one who doesn't mind children being abused. It was that Megan Kelly. She went off on her show. But Marge, when Marge starts agreeing with us, because we've always known this, but now that she's agreeing with us, I'm just looking and same with the senator that took Christy Nome to task yesterday or a couple days ago. They are starting to finally agree, but they're getting out of office. They wait until they're
Right.
getting out of office. We need you to do it while you're in office. And since you can't, it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
Real DJ, you guys, as always, you guys bring the smoke, you bring the fire, you bring the truth, you bring opinionated facts, and I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's why you have
Thank
this
you.
show. We truly appreciate you both. We look forward, we got 7 more days until y'all come back. God only knows what we're gonna talk about next week.
Exactly.
Maybe that rash will go ahead and move on over to the rest of I'm saying.
We
Anyway,
needed to cover half his face like a birthmark.
yeah, like I mean, do your
Um,
best. That's
somebody
all
give
I
him an oatmeal bath. Okay.
no. Are you anyway, any last words for our listening audience out in Holly Springs and Memphis, Tennessee? Go
I,
ahead, DJ.
I just want to say, guys, listen, don't give up hope. All right. The struggle is real, but the victory is ours. We're going to have to walk through this fire and we need to walk through it together, hand in hand. We're not going to agree on a lot of things, but the one thing that we need to agree on is our freedom and our democracy for all, regardless of the color of one's skin, your political beliefs, who you choose to love, or who you choose to pray to. And I
Man,
just want to say, remain solid. Just
thank
remain
you.
solid.
Thank you, sis. Brother, any last words?
It's kind of along the lines of DJs. I would say, guys, whether you're from the right, the left, MAGA, whatever. At the end of the day, this is a land we all have to share. We're gonna have to figure out whatever the compromise is moving forward, so we can all live in peace in this land and exercise the rights that were promised us under this thing we call the Constitution. Until we can decide to put the competition away, left versus right instead of wrong versus right, we're doomed. So we better get it together.
You're right. You're right. Thank you so much, Real Do Say Papi. Truly appreciate you guys' thoughts, your commentary, and love you guys. Love your show.
We
Miss
love you back.
Cece, thank you. Thank you, brother. Any last words?
Just in keeping with the theme, I do want to remind everybody we have more that unites us than divides us. And there is so much power in numbers.
Yeah.
And I always just want us to remember, like DeeJay said, there's, victory that can be ours, but we got to stay in the fight.
Yes.
Absolutely. Gotta stand the fight. Holly Springs, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, and WKRA 92.7 The Change. We truly appreciate you for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. with CC. I'm sorry. How do you say it? KK and CC. No, JoJo with our gossip. We got gossip and giggles. It's going to be a good time. I think I want to find out what's going on. I think 50 Cent might be quiet right about now because T.I. and his family came with the smoke all week long. Anyway, anywho, you guys got to tune in tomorrow and hear from the ladies as they talk about what's going on in them streets. A little gossip, a little giggles to start us off for a great weekend. We will see you guys back tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. WKRA Raven, we appreciate you.
As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.